Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Ellie Kelly's Kitchen. I'm Danielle, and today I'm going to be testing out a couple of recipes that I've seen on healthier Girl Scout cookies. So there are three healthy recipes that I'm going to be testing today. They're all from the blogger Eating Bird Food, but they are Thin Mints, Tagalongs, or the peanut butter cup ones, and Caramel Delights. Oh my gosh, Caramel Delights, or Samoas, as some people call them. So those are the three. The first two I'm going to start with are the Thin Mints and the Tagalong. So these two start out very similarly with 1 cup of almond flour. Okay, so that's 1 cup for that one. This one will be our peanut butter patty one. And this one will be for Thin Mints, but they both, let me double check. Yes, 1 cup of almond flour. Okay, 1 cup of almond flour. So into the Thin Mints one, because the Thin Mint cookies are chocolate, some baking cocoa, 2 tablespoons, melted coconut. This is 2 tablespoons of melted coconut oil. There's a pinch of sea salt. I don't have sea salt, but I do have table salt. Half a teaspoon of peppermint extract. I'm just making sure I'm doing everything right. Okay, so it says to combine this. The mixture might seem a little crumbly, but that's okay. Place dough in the fridge for about 15 minutes. Right, this looks like a pretty good dough. So this bad boy is going to go in the fridge. Let's finish up these tag-along ones. So to this one, we already have our cup of almond flour in here. Also gets 2 tablespoons of melted coconut oil, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, a teaspoon of vanilla, and a pinch of sea salt. Vanilla, and again that pinch of salt. So we're gonna mix this up now. Alright, so this is supposed to make 14 cookies. So let's put them on the baking sheet. Looks like it's going to yield about 10 cookies. Right now I am shaping said cookie dough into little oval-like shapes with a divot for the PB. See? That's what they look like. The oven is preheated to 350 degrees, and these are going to go in for 15 to 18 minutes until they are slightly golden brown. Alright, let's go. Alrighty, so I've got my tag-along / peppermint patties in the oven right now, and I just took out our Thin Mint dough from the fridge, and this one, oh gosh, definitely firmed up. So I'm gonna get it out, and then we're gonna roll it out. So I've got 2 pieces of parchment paper here. It says to roll in between them. And I'm shooting for about 1/4 of an inch thick. so now I'm going to use a small little circular cookie cutter. And this is supposed to make 16 cookies. Okay, let's see what magic we can do. Than others. And there we have it. So these ones are going to go into, again, 350-degree oven, but for 13 to 15 minutes. So, put them in. Alrighty. So my tag-along cookies have been out of the oven and they're cool to the touch. This is what they're looking like. And they were in the oven for 15 minutes at 350 and they are perfectly golden brown, maybe even a little overdone. So the next step is to add our peanut butter. So I just have peanut butter. Now, it said we were going to get 14 cookies out of here. I got 10. So I still measured out the 7 teaspoons of peanut butter and we'll just see how much we use. So although my peanut butter is not drippy, I'm still gonna pop these in the fridge to let them firm up. It says to put them in the fridge or the freezer for 15 to 30 minutes to let them firm up. So I'm gonna do that while I go ahead and start on the Caramel Delight cookies. Alrighty, so for these Caramel Delight cookies, so literally only 4 ingredients. It's a no-bake recipe, unless you count toasting the coconut. So the main 2 ingredients are unsweetened coconut, shredded coconut, which I toasted in the oven at 400 degrees for literally less than 5 minutes. And they're this gorgeous golden color. And that's a cup of that, and then medjool dates. And I removed the pits and the stems from these. So we're going to do a cup of those into our blender. I'm supposed to use a food processor, but I don't have one, and I feel like this will work. Fingers crossed. So it's literally just the dates and then my toasted coconut. And let me just tell you, my kitchen smells so good from that toasted coconut. Okay, let's see what happens. We're just gonna pulse. Alright, so a ball of dough is forming. Exciting. Alrighty, so we're going to make these into the shape of a Caramel Delight. So I'm just going to start by rolling them, hopefully, into 11 equal balls, and then I'll shape them from there. And 11, okay. So I'm now going to flatten them. And then I'm going to take a straw to make that signature hole. So is what these bad boys are looking like. So I'm gonna put these in the freezer and then work on chocolating up my other 2 cookies. And then we'll come back to these once they're nice and firm. Alrighty, time to finish up the Thin Mints. The recipe called for dark chocolate chips. Unfortunately, I did not have any dark chocolate, so I just used semi-sweet. So we got semi-sweet chocolate chips melted with 2 teaspoons of coconut oil, and then there's a 1/4 teaspoon of peppermint extract in here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and coat these in chocolate and plop them on the wax paper. Alrighty, I'm a mess. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna wash my hands, get out our peanut butter patty / tag-alongs, and do this again. Alright, here we go. Alrighty, my battery is running low, so this is gonna have to be quick. But I've got the caramel delights out of the freezer. I've got the peanut butter patties out of the fridge. So caramel delights, I'm only going to be doing just the backs and then drizzle on the top. And these, same thing as the, whatchamacallit, the Thin Mints. Into the freezer. Alrighty folks, it is time for the taste test. I brought in Patrick.
The cookie connoisseur.
As an unbiased person. Okay, first up, let's do the Thin Mints. You already tasted one of these, but you want it less frozen?
Yeah. The chocolate's a little melty because...
Yes. Chocolate is melty, so these will have to stay in the fridge.
Yeah.
It's also a very crumbly cookie, but the flavor I think is perfect.
The flavor is spot on.
Mm-hmm.
It's missing a little... I feel like normal Thin Mints are a little drier, actually. But I like these.
Yeah, these are good. Okay. Peanut butter patties next.
Yeah, sure.
This guy looks like a good one. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. It's a good one. What do you think? Again, chocolate is melting in my fingers. Unlike M&M's. But this is delicious.
Yeah, those are very good.
We don't have a control for either of these two, but for the last one we do have a control. So
they're good. They taste very natural in a good way.
Mm-hmm.
There's bad ways of tasting natural.
Sure. But the cookie is good. The cookie was actually maybe a little too thick. I probably could have thinned the cookie out a little bit.
The normal peanut butter patties are relatively thin.
Mm-hmm. And I didn't make enough cookies for that. Okay. These ones I'm the most skeptic about. Should we start with the real deal or with the fake deal?
Let me try the real deal.
Start with the real deal.
Because...
First of all, appearance-wise...
Not even close.
I mean, size-wise, they're good.
You're spot on.
But appearance-wise, like I said, this is more of a... Like, you can see the coconut a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
Right here, you want to take a bite? And I also said this one has a cookie in it. This does not have a cookie in it.
These are a little stale.
They are. I've had them for a while. Alright, here you go.
These are the ones with the dates.
Literally 4 ingredients, Patrick.
That ain't it, fam. That ain't it. Now, it's not bad.
Honestly, I think there's too much chocolate.
Yeah.
Delicious.
I would have loved to actually, yeah, had you kept the chocolate off of it.
Yeah. Delicious. But too much chocolate, surprisingly.
I mean, it's not a cookie.
Mm-mm.
It's a pastry, I think.
It's really good. But
Yeah.
Okay, so Roundup, Thin Mints, dead on.
Dead on, spot on. I mean, if you were to blindfold me and ask me, it would be very difficult to tell.
Although this gives it away. Peanut butter patties, freaking delicious.
They're good too. They're pretty close.
Pretty close. Like I said, I probably could have made a flatter cookie. And then these are delicious in their own right, but they're not.
They're not.
They're not the Girl Scout cookie. All right, there you go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.